It's our co-main event and our main event. That is coming up next. Back to the cage, Cody Gwynn to announce our first fighter in our co-main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell, and will be at a catch weight of 175 pounds. Please welcome to the cage at this time, fighting out of the red corner, Jesse Grun.
Boy, this should be a whole lot of fun. Jesse Grun against Judd Brown. It's our co-main event. It's brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. It's a 175-pound catchweight bout. Jesse Grun, 1-1, 176 pounds is what Jesse weighed in at. He stands 6'1". He fights out of MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee. Lost his last time out back in March at Valor Fights 21, a unanimous decision loss to Sid Wheeler. Prior to that, he won his pro debut, beating Doug Usher via TKO on strikes. What do you think about Jesse Grun, Top Gun?
I've seen Jesse fight since he was an amateur. I actually saw his pro debut against Doug Usher, who is actually – that's the only loss in Doug's career.
Wow.
And that was a back-and-forth fight. And to be honest with you, Doug is actually ranked number 1 in the state of Georgia for the 185 and 205-pound division. So that was no slouch of a fight itself. But, Jesse Grun, he's got a huge win over Tyler Minton as an amateur for it was for the state title back in the day. And, Jesse's tough, man. He's one of those guys. He's solid. He's strong. He's big. He hits hard. He's got great wrestling, great grappling. But coming into this fight, Judd's a young one, man. Judd's ready to throw down. He's ready to prove his belongings here in the sport. But this is a huge test for Judd, and Grun stepping into to this territory, I think, for the first time. But it should be a good fight.
All right, to introduce his opponent, here is Cody Gwynn.
Now, please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Judd Brown.
Here comes Babyface. Look at that. We didn't even get a chance to see his babyface in the photo, but that's all right. Judd Brown comes in to this bout, weighing in at 176 pounds. His record is 0-1 with 1 no contest. He fights out of Bushido MMA in Kingsport. Judd Brown also, just like Jesse Grun, coming in off of a loss to Jeremy Holloway in a TKO, first round TKO, had a no contest against Jason King back at Valor Fights 16. In his amateur career, 4-2, Judd Brown. What do you think about Judd Brown tonight?
Judd was actually originally trained by one of my training partners, Corey Popwell, and that's how he got his start. And I've known Judd since probably 2011. He probably before he even had a fight. And Judd's one of those guys, man. He's just super gritty, super tough. You can't hurt the kid, at least not in sparring. But like I said, I mean, this is going to be one of those fights that's a true test for Judd. And to be honest with you, I think that he's kind of fighting up a weight class. I really feel like Judd should be fighting at 155 rather than 170. But, to each their own. Maybe he doesn't want to cut the weight, or maybe he doesn't, feel comfortable fighting at 55. But I really feel like if he made that cut to 55, he would make an explosion in that division.
They both come in at 176. All right, for official fighter introductions, here's Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell, and will be at a catch weight of 175 pounds. When the action begins, the referee in charge of this bout is Josh Ward. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he brings in a professional record of 1 win with 1 defeat. He would in 176 pounds, fighting out of the MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee, Jesse Top Gun Grun. Standing across the cage tonight, fighting out of the blue corner. He brings in a pro record of 0 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 no contest. He weighed in 176 pounds, fighting out of Bushido MMA in Kingsport, Tennessee, Judd Babyface Brown.
Judd Brown in the black trunks with the star on them, a little bit of a red trim, against Jesse Grun in the shorter black trunks in this 175-pound catchweight bout presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. This is our co-main event. Both came in at 176, both touch gloves, and we are underway. 3 5-minute rounds in our co-main event at Apex Fight 6 here at the Dickie Warren Dome in Blountville.
You know, Judd's more known for striking. He loves to stand and bang with everybody. That's where most of his wins have come from. But, you know, Grun, he's not scared to stand and strike with anybody either, and he's got the size advantage here. So, you know, look for him to come down the pipe and possibly try to clinch up and put Judd against the cage, kind of wear him down.
Both of these guys love to exchange, and that's why you talked about it earlier and throughout the night. This could be a spectacular and exciting fight with guys willing to throw. We haven't seen a ton of that tonight. We've seen some. We've seen action when it's happened, but
these guys are so well composed and so good at placing their strikes that, you know, you're going to see a good exchange rather than just a wild run in and scramble with each other. These guys are very seasoned and very straight on good strikers, man. They're gonna give you a good showing of how to strike tonight.
You can tell that, Diablo. You can tell that both these guys look a little bit different in the stand-up game than what we've seen from a number of guys. Absolutely. Not to say everyone else couldn't do it. Maybe they have more of an advantage on the mat.
It's just more seasoned, man.
Right.
And these guys they've been around the block a little bit. They know how to not blow their load and not how to stay composed in a fight. They don't want to waste anything. They don't want to give up anything. They want to be more careful on the strikes that they throw and be more precise.
Grun shook off what nearly was a poke, but he said, no, I'm good. Boy, Brown is quick with those kicks.
Oh, yeah.
Grun stuck one himself. No sign of any takedown attempts. Nice shot there by Brown after the kick from Grun.
Good checks by Judd. Yeah. You check a couple of kicks, and it makes the guy think twice before they throw a couple more. I mean, it's going to hurt both of you, but, you know, checking the kick makes the guy weary of throwing another one after that. Nice jab. Nice kick.
Good combo. And checked again on the kick by Grun. Grun to your left, Brown to your right. Halfway through round number 1, 3 5-minute rounds in our co-main event. Jesse Grun and Judd Brown. Vince Ferrara, Diablo, Dustin Walden.
That's right. Great night so far.
It has been. Here. And our boy Tyler Mitten to come against Nick Blesser in our main event.
There's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
Oh, a slam. That was fabulous by Jesse Grun.
This is where I think Grun has the advantage here. Grun is more of a grinder. He's going to, you know, put you on your back. He's going to hit you with little short shots like these little elbows he's throwing. And I don't think this isn't where Judd really wants to be. Judd is more of a stand-up guy. Which is not saying he doesn't know how to grapple, but I just think Grun is so much more, you know, that's just where he wants to be. He's just so more like at ease there.
Didn't look uncomfortable with the stand-up game either.
Oh, absolutely not. He's very well-rounded. He's been, like I said, he's been fighting for a while. He knows how to keep his composure.
And Judd Brown tucked up against the corner of Jesse Grun. Corner giving Grun instructions.
Judd needs to kind of create some space here, which Grun isn't going to give it to him. But Judd needs to bridge up here and maybe move his hips out or possibly try to get that guard back, which is what he's trying right here. But Grun's just staying postured up, not giving it to him.
It's about 4 or 5 elbows that connected. Trying to up kick, push Grun away is Brown. Brown's in a tight spot here.
Yeah, needs to get that guard back. If you can get that guard back, you control. Oh, nice sweep.
Oh.
Nice sweep by Judd Brown.
Wow, and the crowd reacts to that, showing their appreciation and their knowledge.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody around here knows how good Judd is, and, you know, they're all cheering for him.
30 seconds left in round number 1.
He needs to make something happen here, being on top, because he lost a lot of vantage points there, being on his back, taking punishment.
Grun holding down the head of Judd Brown. Brown stuck in a shot, but hasn't been able to do much. There's one. A right lands to the ear. There's a second one. And now he's firing away, missed to the elbow. They're back to their feet, and we're done with round number 1.
Excellent round.
Yes.
Very action-packed.
And we finally saw a round that was mostly standing up.
Absolutely.
And pretty even. What'd you think? When they were standing up, was it pretty even? Would you give it a Judd? Or
honestly, I would say it was pretty even. I would call it a draw on the stand-up, but you got to give the end of that round to Grun. I mean, he landed way more vicious strikes and dominant strikes off top. That sweep towards the end, could have given it to Judd a little bit, but I really think Grun pulled that one out.
Judd Brown has amateur wins over Dylan O'Sullivan, Chico Laramendi, Timothy Eisenbraun, lost to Timothy Eisenbraun, lost to Steve Thomas, beat Mark Woodbury, beat Chris Parts in his first amateur bout. And Brown showing his experience and his versatility so far, and maybe winning round 1. 3 5-minute rounds here in our co-main event presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill, 175-pound catchweight bouts. And Josh Ward having to wipe off some water on the mat. And we are underway in round number 2. First kick landed by Grun. This with the left. Another kick from Grun. No jabs from either one of these. Maybe.
Oh, no, they're swinging. Yep. There's no setups here. They're just trying to knock each other out.
Grun been more active here in round 2. But Brown has been a little bit more reluctant. Has not landed much so far in the second round. There it goes.
Nice, Judd with quick hands. He's trying to set up those combinations. Maybe next time he follows it up with a kick, it possibly land. Oh, nice kick. He goes more on the gloves, though.
He lets those go quick, and he's got that hip torque to him, too.
That's Corey Popplewell. That's that tutelage he gave him. That's how Corey throws his.
Bushido MMA, the camp.
Judd actually, he moved out to Georgia to train with Doro MMA and Ace Samples about a year and a half ago or so. And he just moved back to the Tri-Cities about 2-3 months ago to train with Bushido.
Okay.
So he got Ace Samples in his corner tonight, and that's where he spent most of his last year or so training. Nice body, level change, going to the body by Grun.
Hadn't seen a ton of that.
I'm big on level changes, man. The body can only take so much.
Yeah.
Nice.
Strong exchange right at the waist of Grun. Grun is extending, reach a little bit for that jab. And a feint on a elbow by Brown. 2 minutes gone by here in round number 2. 3 5-minute rounds in our co-main event at Apex Fight 6. Oh, front kick. That was vicious.
Those inside leg kicks, man. You take those wheels out, it makes it harder to throw your punches, harder to throw your kicks, makes it harder to put any kind of weight on that front leg.
You can see the red spots on the front
nice
leg.
Level change to shot. Oh, there we go. Good exchange in the clinch.
Brown now on the attack.
He needs to not rush in. He needs to kind of keep his distance there.
Strong shots by Brown, and Grun responds. Corner wants Grun to get the takedown. Lift, and there's a takedown. Back where they were.
Absolutely.
Late in the first round. Well, Brown might have had something going there with the stand-up as well. That's tough for him that he was taken down. Let's see if he can switch out. Now the back for Jesse Grun.
This is a bad spot. It's a bad spot for Judd. Grun's strong, man. It's going to be hard to get out of this control.
Does he have the hooks underneath there?
He does have the hooks. I
Okay.
know he at least has, he has them both in.
Okay. Is he too high on the back? No, it's over. It's over. Wow. Jesse Grun wins. What a job by Jesse Grun, who gets a submission win. I guess it was a choke.
Yeah, rear naked choke.
Yep. Goodness, had the back, and you knew that was a dangerous spot. And Jesse Grun gets his second pro win. A second round rear naked choke submission of Judd Brown, as Judd Brown falls to 0-2 and comes up short against Jesse Grun in our co-main event here at Apex Fights 6. So Jesse Grun gets the W. And I tell you what, we mentioned this earlier. Our Apex Fights 6 awards. This is all on the amateur portion of the event. The knockout of the night, Daniel Laney over Dustin Price. Submission of the night, Aaron Milloway over Robbie Laster. Our fight of the night, Linda Gray over Angie Dugan.
Man, I can't be any more proud of that fight. Those two girls went out and put on a show. They, to be as little as they are, they threw hands and they threw knees and everything else, man. Proud of them.
All right, let's go to the cage. Our official
Ladies
announcement.
and gentlemen, referee Josh Ward has got a stop to this fight. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the second round. The winner by submission via rear naked choke out of the red corner, Jesse Top Gun Grun.
Second round at 3:15. The win for Jesse Top Gun Grun, as Cody Gwynn announcing Grun as our winner of the co-main event here tonight at Apex Fights 6 here in Bluntville, the Dickie Warren Dome. Still to come, Tyler Melee Mitten and Nicholas Blesser, our main event tonight. What a night it has been already. We appreciate you hanging out with us here tonight, and we've got a fantastic main event on deck. But right now, let's go back to the cage as Josh Kate Hollywood talks to our winner.
We're here with your winner, Jesse Grun. Jesse, coming out in the first round, second round, you're throwing some strikes, but it appeared your intentions were to get into the mat at the time. Was that the game plan coming in?
Well, I wanted to stand up with Judd a little bit. I know he's a gamer, he likes to stand up and throw. So, last time he was putting my hands up. So I really want to test myself with Judd. I knew if I could trade with him a little bit, I'd be doing good. But the game plan was to fill it out and then put him where I thought he would be.
You definitely looked more comfortable on the ground, landing that ground and pound. That was some heavy ground and pound. Did you think the submission would open itself up once you started landing those shots?
No, he felt real solid on the ground. So I mean, I tried a few transitions, but he seemed really versed in the submission. So just lucked up and grabbed it.
Any sponsors you want to thank, team?
I just want to thank my team, MMA Institute, family and friends for driving up. I want to thank Valor Fights. Always putting on a good show, treatment right. It's a good time fight for them.
Solid win. Your winner, Jesse Grun.
One more.